Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We have quite a bit of stuff to check out today. This is the 21st of May, me recording this reaction, and probably like 7 or 8 videos that I'm going to be recording. There's quite a bit of content that I have piled up or listed currently for myself, which includes some new artists like DeVita, like Zodiac with an X, which is a new group if I'm not mistaken, some Extraordinary Hero stuff that I missed, Woods, as well as the 80s music, 80s trailer, as well as the Baby Monster Dream pre-debut song, as well as Mijoo movie star, and tripleS. So yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff to get caught up with. I don't know when is this reaction going to even come out, but we're starting off today with DeVita. Now, we have 2 songs for DeVita. One of them is Right For Me. The other one is Naughty. And Right For Me apparently features Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. That is the partner of Hyuna. Now, I don't know about Hyuna, but how you doing? That was a terrible attempt at whatever the fuck that just was. In any case, let's get into it. Oh, and before we get into it, I'm actually seeing some familiar faces with La Chica, and obviously the woman in the center, DeVita, grabs your attention right off the bat. But you guys know, if you watch some of my reactions to Street Woman Fighter, how I feel about Simi. So I'm very happy to see her. Gabby looking like she's about to beat me up for not starting the video, and let's get into it, I guess. She's scaring me. Oh, is this a tutorial? You guys know how I do so incredibly poorly with suggestive lyrics, which is why I'm probably not going to talk too much about anything that is happening. I do appreciate the fact that, the car is a Dodge car, so she's dodging all the wrong men for the right one, kind of. It has nothing to do with anything, but just kind of, I found it kind of funny. Her voice is actually so incredibly like it's very light, like with the contrast with the suggestive lyrics and her actual voice. Like I would expect something a little bit grittier, but like there's a really interesting balance there that makes this song incredibly pleasant. Plus the actual melody sounds really, really nice. The dancing, wonderful. I mean, wouldn't expect anything less from La Chica, to be honest. So didn't expect, I don't know anything about DeVita, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised by the English lyrics. Her singing in English, the outfit is quite, I'm just gonna shut up because there's something about a girl with such an angelic voice cursing. It just fireworks, explosions. Dawn is coming. Is coming as if like coming, coming, not coming as co in the context of the. You already knew what I was talking about, but I took it to a naughty place, which fits because the next song is going to be naughty, but this one is naughty plenty. Dawn is coming.
Baby, you're toxic. Rumors ain't gossip, but them other bitches are not sick. Go and baby, and pick it up and don't you stop it. Like they're no offended, baby, I'm just trying to cop it. Fuck your red light, oh, now I'm about to have it my way. You could have it my way. Fuck when I'm talking if you're looking at my side way. My way to you, I'm sitting naughty on the highway. So be ready when I pull up in the driver like nah, nah.
90 on the highway? Isn't that a little too slow?
You should know just what to do. Nah, nah, nah. For taking it slow.
Never seen jeans like those, with headlines and newspaper papery. Very cool.
What the fuck did it tell you, baby, I'm toxic? All this smoke in the air got you so hot shit. I like it when you aggressive. Baby, don't be so passive. Ride for me, then you never need no gasket. I know you never seen nothing like it. I like it when you
Right for me, you'll never need a casket. Ironically, there's something about her demeanor that feels almost like kind of like passive. You know what? Like she seems so incredibly chill, but yet her lyrics are very straightforward. Her voice is incredibly chill and almost like soothing, but yet the lyrics are so straightforward. Dawn did a great job too. I don't want to get into relationships and all that kind of stuff. Like I've seen some stuff as far as like Dawn and Hyuna like splitting, but then they came back together. That's as far as it goes. Like I've only watched a couple of like titles on like videos on YouTube. I don't really get into like relationship and gossip stuff, so I don't know if there's anything in there for their own relationship, and if this song was just Dawn and Hyuna, how would it be? I have no idea. But just in general, this was a really cool song. It was such a vibe, and there's something incredibly hypnotizing about DeVita's vocals. DeVita is driving me DeVita loca. The right for me, you'll never need no casket line was really cool, and for some reason it sticks with me right now. And fuck taking it slow and all that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed the contrast with this, with the actual video, her visuals, her voice, the lyrics, Dawn's feature, everything was just a vibe. This song was a total mood, and it's definitely one of those baby making kind of songs that goes on that playlist. I need to make one on Spotify because I already have a couple. In any case, let's move on to the next song, and I don't know how I'll react to that one because it's called Naughty, but this song was naughty plenty, so let's see what's up. Oh, this feels very different.
착각한 그날이 영원할 거라고 생각했던 내 맘은 기다리기만 해. 이 밤에 혼자선 지루해. 요즘 내가 아닌 것 같아. 너 하나쯤은 네가 만 같아. 머리가 아파 오늘 밤 내일이 되면 끝이 날까 궁금해. Oh baby,
That's a nice contrast.
시간을 대하는 너의 말에 How in my arms I'll feel alright. 'Cause you make me feel naughty.
I love the red.
You make me feel naughty, naughty, naughty. You make me feel naughty, naughty, naughty.
The naughty yellow. The melody is really cool.
폭풍같이 나의 맘 오갈 데 없이 널 맴돌다가 춤추고 있어. 내가 미친 것 같아 보이겠지. 나를 묶어놓고 놔주지 마 매번 같은 밤은 외로워 왜 매번 사랑은 나에게 아프기만 해 왜 요즘 내가 아닌 것 같아 너 하나쯤은 네가만 같아 머리가 아파 오늘 밤 내일이 되면 끝이 날까 궁금해 Oh baby 계산이 필요 없는 사랑 앞에 시간을 다하는 너의 말에 How in my arms
Man, even the shoe tongues have like a heart of so. Forget the cherry, the jelly activity with the whole red aesthetic with the naughty leaves very little to the imagination. I feel like a dumbass even addressing some of the visuals and stuff in here. Very straightforward. Damn. Origami. Thinking of Snowdrop. Tie it up. Get. That's a very PG way of a very non-PG action with the getting tied up and shit. Damn. Very cool. Oh, and the motion blur is really, really cool. Like losing senses and whatnot. Everything's blurry. Losing your mind. Oh. Damn. That was really, really cool. Like again, like it seems like she the number one thing that comes to my mind now with these two songs is vibe. Like if I could describe DeVita in one word, it would probably be vibe. And she has a very chill and almost like this super warm voice. And I love the way she created that vocal melody with Naughty. Yeah, it just sounds really, really hypnotizing. And visually very straightforward as far as like everything turns red, all the red foods, like what is the name of like foods that are supposed to get you into that mood, like an aphrodisiac, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like visually this music video rode a really fine line between delivering a very naughty message within appropriate visuals, but like let's be honest, nowadays everything that we see online we can turn it sexual just like this, and she knows that. The visuals they pass through like I guess like executives and companies, and you can get it out there, or maybe she's self-produced and whatnot, so it's not really that I feel like some people will watch it and they may not really think too much of some of the visuals. Well, I feel like most of us will be like, oh, there's a cherry, there's some interesting activities inside the jelly cake and whatnot. Obviously her repeating naughty and the red aesthetic was really, really left very little to the imagination, let's be honest. But I actually really, really enjoyed it. And again, much like the previous song, it was a vibe. And I feel like her vocals here shined even more with this song than they did with Ride With Me. I'm kind of like falling in love with her vocals, and there's something very aesthetically mesmerizing and almost like hypnotizing about her visuals. She's quite something. So I really enjoy both of these music videos, and looking forward to checking her out more in the future. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section. For now, let's move on to the next song. And before we get into Movie Star, I do want to mention that I am familiar with Mijoo from my reactions to Queendom. Mijoo, of course, was part of Lovelyz, and she's definitely someone who, as the show went on, she became one of my favorite personalities. So let's get into it.
내가 많이 생각해봤는데 우리 이제 그만하자.
Yeah.
미안해. 아버님 저 이거 다시 한 번만 할게요. 미안해요.
슬레이트 치겠습니다. 시 올라실 테이크 7.
Oh, somebody's the main character of this movie.
살짝 겁이 나 뭔가 다른 날 낯선 예감 반짝거리는 사람들 속에서 나를 본 것 같아
That was cool. Who's the next movie star? And the arrow's on her.
내 지금처럼만 있었죠 뻔했던 결말은 이젠 더 필요 없어 새로운 날 시나리오 Acting like a movie star
Oh
속에
my
비친 난
freaking God.
진짜처럼 보였나 눈을 뜨면 켜지는 조명 아래 조금씩 조금씩 모든 게 변해가 춤을 추면 영화 속 장면처럼 진짜처럼 보였나
This kind of reminds me a little bit of like the movie Everything at Once, like it has a longer title or something, where the main character sees herself as another character who's a movie star and whatnot. Obviously, she's not gonna kill anyone or anyone is gonna go after her, but this was really, really an awesome chorus. And holy Mijoo, holy. Hold on. But the woman that was the actual movie star looked incredibly familiar, but I can't really put my finger on who that is. Let me know in the comment section, because I feel like I've seen her, but I'm kind of blanking out.
날 시나리오 Acting like a
Damn.
movie star 거울 속에 비친 난 진짜처럼 보였나 눈을 뜨면 켜지는 조명
This chorus is beautiful.
조금씩 조금씩 모든 게 변해가 춤을 추면 영화 속 장면처럼 진짜처럼 보였나
This outfit and I don't know what it is, Swarovski stones or whatever.
모두가 나를 봐 다시 태어난 기분 뭔가 달라진 걸까 초라한 시간들 바이바이 화려한 지금의 나 마치 꿈만 같아 Maybe
Oh.
I think
Wow.
of you 내 지금처럼만 있었죠 뻔했던 결말은 이젠 더 필요 없어 새로운 날 시나리오
The Green Man.
like a movie star 거울 속에 비친 난 진짜처럼 보였나
This chorus is incredible. And the Green Man, there's like a meme going on with the Green Man who exposes CGI effects and whatnot, and he always there. If you know what I'm talking about, it probably has nothing to do with it, but it's kind of funny how it's so prominent nowadays. His memes. Damn.
결말은 이젠 더 필요 없어 새로운 날 시나리오 Acting like a movie
I
star
love this.
속에 비친 난 진짜처럼
Almost like this anti-drop intro to this chorus. Oh. Dear God. Oh my. She looks so incredible.
시간을 멈추고만 싶어 이대로 영원히 깨지 못할 프레임 속에 Let me stay here
Oh.
Acting like a movie star
And the classical element that was so freaking cool. Oh, that was dope.
진짜처럼 보여
Damn. So she did end up being. So she she is a movie star. So that's okay. That was cool. I expected it to go to the point where she's like working at the studio. I didn't expect the makeup girls to come to her, and it's almost like she is an actual movie star. And I love like the montage of all the different characters, match cuts that are happening. This chorus was absolutely insanely beautiful. This might be one of the coolest choruses that I've heard all year, to be honest. I love like this anti-drop that is happening, and then it just invites you. It's almost like a grand opening as you enter like the movie theater or the premiere. Whereas the intro to that chorus, almost like this anti-drop, feels like walking the red carpet. It kind of like reminds me of like those super slow motion shots at the red carpet. There's like this one guy with the crazy long hair, super curly and whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. He like popularized like this technique of like super slow motion on the red carpet. That's what the anti drop kind of feels like. And then as it enters like this transition, the chorus progression, it's so grand. It's really amazing. I don't know how to explain it, but it really feels huge. And yes, that's what she said. But it's absolutely beautiful. Like her looking at the camera at the end is like, well, yeah, I am that movie star. It's almost like she fooled us in a way. You know, like she's so good, I actually believed her that she was like just a worker, like a non-existent character in the movie that wants to be the main character, when in reality the whole movie is about her. So that was really dope. I feel like Mijoo did a phenomenal job here. Everything from the actual song to the lyrics, the arrangement, the visuals themselves, how elegant and classy um and the entire story of the music video feeling kind of like incredibly relatable in a way of like wanting to be the main character of your own story, and not wanting to be a side character. Could that relate to the fact that she's doing her solo thing? Because I was under the impression that she already had some solo stuff, but apparently this is her solo debut. So that kind of fits within like going away from a group and doing your own thing, being your own movie star, and doing things the way you always wanted to do them. Not saying that she like, not to put anyone down, of course, but just being able to do things on your own terms, and just be the main character. If this was indeed her solo debut, then she did a phenomenal job, and she just created one of my favorite songs of the year. I really love this one, and she was breathtaking too. On top of everything else, she was absolutely gorgeous, and showed off beautiful vocals, and the dancing, the elegance, and everything. She just really showed everything possible to really take the center stage and just grab your attention. This was awesome. So we're checking out now Cherry Talk by tripleS and KRystal Eyes. Now, I don't know what's happening. As far as I understand, there's some stuff preventing KRystal Eyes from actually doing any promotional appearances, anything to push this music video on stages and whatnot, something that relates to BBC, who I'm not a big fan of, with the whole Luna situation, of course, which is why, unfortunately, I haven't reacted to Luna for the longest time, is because fuck BBC. Um, but I'm dying to check out more of Luna, of course, but it's just one of those things. I remember they were supposed to have like this album despite everything that was happening, and I also talked about the fact that I will be boycotting. I will not be reacting to the album, and then eventually the album didn't happen. Um, so I don't know exactly what is happening. If you want to clue me in the comment section, let me know, please. And let's get into this. Cherry Talk by tripleS and KRystal Eyes. KRystal Eyes, I believe it's another subunit potentially. Let's get into it. Oh. Oh, that's cool. The emojis in form of a pill. Which is kind of like commentary in a way. Interesting. Living in your phone, yeah.
So get it, come with me. Don't you make me listen? 빠지는 two fingers, 자꾸 swiping up. 곤란한 emoji face, 전송 곧바로 넘겨줄까? 긴 말은 싫어 대화도 no, guess what? 내 맘에 링크 연결해줘. Send me. 알지 하루가 난 빨라. 나만 뜨거워 my daily life. 날 시켜줘 attitude. Boom cherry top, cherry cherry top. Boom cherry top, cherry cherry top. 새롭게 널 향한 내 feeling. Cherry top, cherry cherry top. 자신 있지 나 언제나 완성형. 알고 싶어 너의 A to Z. Boom cherry top, cherry cherry top. What? 틱틱톡 slide to you 사랑일까 널 눌러 쏟아지는 alarm 꽂혀버린 6.1
I love the production.
어떻게 잠깐만 you tap on my message now 난 원해 너의 notification more 날 탐구해봐 cherry top cherry cherry top cherry top cherry cherry top
Oh, damn.
자신 있지 난 언제나 완성형 알고 싶어 너의 A to Z
That high note was really, really cool. And
끝없는 story 난 헤어나올 수 없는 걸 원해 난 너야 원해 난 너야 너와 나의 crossroad 내 세상
oh, this is cool. Almost like a state of nirvana with the flowers everywhere.
cherry top cherry cherry top cherry top cherry cherry top 새롭게 널 향한 내 feeling cherry top cherry cherry top 자신 있지 난 언제나 완성형 알고 싶어 너의 A to Z cherry top cherry cherry top What? Tell me you can try now
Damn. Ooh. tripleS, the idol of all possibilities. I kind of like the fact that they use social media in a positive light, because for everything that is wrong with social media and how it is overtaking so many of our lives, it's also like doing a lot of great stuff, like making things better for a lot of people and doing some incredible things. Using the emojis in form of a pill that you can take and you would feel like the emoji that you're taking, that was really, really creative. That's something that I've seen emojis being used in different ways, but not in this kind of way, which felt really, really cool. Living inside of your own freaking phone, with the 4 phones there, using the various emojis, that like the gun emoji, water gun emoji that turns into like a giant gun. It was really, really cool. The song is a lot of fun, and I feel like it even kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, there was something, the ending of one of their music videos, I believe it was Generation. The girls were in the elevator, but they were so fixated on their phones that they didn't realize what was happening, something along those lines. And then you see basically the girls they're not on their phones, they're in their phones. Like the phone is the life. Emphasizing social media in today's day and age as the end all and be all, and not even wanting like those long conversations, just focusing on like emojis, short messages, stories, and just really exploring, almost like putting a more positive spin on living inside social media from a perspective of teenage girls. The lyrics do speak about it as well. From a quick look, I believe the ending of this music video, the message read, "Do you want to see the turtle?" And then the person was writing, and I don't know what happened. Then we see that shot with the cherry blossom trees and like the car going through that road, which was very, very interesting. It's very, very cool. Like I feel like uh this song will make a lot of people old potentially. I feel like I got a lot of the stuff in this music video, even though I'm not necessarily the target demographic for it. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of younger people will really, really enjoy it. And like the amount of also care that they put into the actual video, because there's a ton of CGI happening. I believe that this music video was actually delayed a couple of times, potentially too, and if that was the reason why, to really perfect whatever is happening, because the CGI was truly wonderful. Like everything about this music video was incredibly high end. Even like the almost like this facial recognition thing that is happening, or just like when you see a photo on Facebook and it highlights the various faces of someone so you know exactly who that is. Like even incorporating that as a very small touch, it was really, really cool. Being in that car surrounded by all of those flowers kind of like reminded me of Kang Daniel's Nirvana, like being in a state of peace. Like being on that phone is your peaceful place. Talking to that person is your peaceful place. Um, it was really, really cool. And like also them dancing, looking very, very small in that field of flowers that seemed giant, was also really, really interesting. Uh, and I honestly can't get over like them in that forest basically living in their phones. It was kind of refreshing to see a music video focus on social media from a perspective of positivity and not something that is going to be taken into a darker place. So, and the song itself, the chorus is incredibly addicting. The turtle, we literally see a real turtle, almost like turning that turtle into an emoji or something. It was also really, really cool. Really cool. Didn't notice that until I just mentioned the turtle message at the end there. Um, I don't know. This music video was just a lot of fun, and it encapsulated what it's like being a teen in 2023, I guess. Which is obviously very different from the times that I was a teen and what was available to me, and the kind of fun that you would have, because social media wasn't what it is now, or wasn't much at all. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. It's almost like explore the world. I believe there's literally lyrics saying explore me, because that's something that you can actually do. Go on someone's page and just see their entire life, and everything that is being documented, and everything is like short messages, emojis, stories, and whatnot. Everything is very very much like a TikTok version of what it's like to be a teen. Everything is very short, sweet, and to the point, and everything is just very, very straightforward. But yet they have peace with it because of all the flowers that they have around them in the car shot, for example, which was really, really cool too. So it's like finding being in a state of like nirvana again, or being in a state of peace, surrounded by your friends or the people that you communicate with that make you feel all kind of like warm and fuzzy, and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really cool in my opinion. The shot with the little brother in the car who's also on a phone, it, I guess that was kind of relatable, and it's almost like something that is very timeless. Although some things change as far as like the kid having a phone, whereas like 20 years ago the kid would have like a toy or something, but the sisters and everyone around him would still kind of like toy around with him and kind of like play fight and all that kind of stuff. So there was still an element of relatability, It's something that would make you perhaps reminisce. Even though the generation is different, there's still some things that are never going to change. Lyrically and visually and just the arrangement of the song and everything. They did a phenomenal job of like capturing a teen vibe at this time in 2023. I feel like they did a really cool job here, and the girls were very adorable. And I feel like the song did exactly what it needed to do. It didn't try to make them seem older than they are. It didn't try to play on another concept, force them outside of their comfort zone in a way that would feel weird. It just felt kind of right. I really, really enjoyed this song. Let me know what you thought about this music video. And if you enjoyed this reaction, let me know in the comment section. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and have a wonderful rest of the week, guys. See ya.